Hello everybody, I am excited today to talk to you about swim technique and specifically the drills to improve your recovery and entry phases of your stroke. And really we're talking about these particular drills in order to improve your efficiency and to eliminate drag. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to talk about recovery and entry and the elements of both and what makes a proper recovery and a proper entry. And then I'll talk about several drills, and those drills will cover both the recovery and entry phases. Okay, so let's talk about recovery. What makes good recovery? First of all, good shoulder rotation is important. High and open, slightly open elbow position where the hand is below the elbow and you have near full extension at the entry to set up a good catch phase. So what does that look like in video form? So you can see here on the left, this individual has good shoulder rotation, but very high recovery. Hand and forearm are well above the elbow in this position versus this individual over here, and well below the elbow, nice and efficient. This individual is entering with thumb first, and you don't want to do that. You want to enter with your palm, and then this individual on the left entering palm down, fingertips first. And that gets into the entry phase, which is next. So you talk about entry. Fingers first is always important. You want to be sure that you sort of imagine your hand going into the coat of the sleeve where the fingertips are on the leading edge of that. Your palm is always facing down. You don't want to enter the pool with your thumb first. Oftentimes that can lead over time, that can lead to some shoulder issues. Plus it just creates a lot of extra um, energy inefficiencies. And then don't cross over the center line is another element to good entry. And that really follows in line with entering the water palm down first, and make sure that your arm is near full extension. Okay, so what does that look like as you look at it in video form? So you can see the entry on the individual on the left, thumb down, very close to the head, so there's hardly any extension, and is already starting to cross over that center line as she enters, which means her extension certainly crosses over the center line, which creates a lot of inefficiencies versus the individual on the left. Palms down, nice long extension before they enter the water. Very efficient. Okay, so why do drills to improve your recovery and entry? We mentioned early on, it helps to reduce drag, and that really seen in the entry phase of your swim stroke. It really helps to improve energy conservation, sets you up well for a proper catch, and allows you to engage those larger pulling muscles, and then improves your body rotation. In order to have good recovery and entry, you need to have good body rotation. So this is an important way to develop that element of your swim stroke. So what are some of the drills that we're going to talk about that will help to address both the recovery and the entry? And those include your zipper drill, fingertip, and shoulder tap drill. And the fingertip and shoulder tap drill are similar to each other, but I want to discuss the differences between the two. And as a reminder, for any of these drills, I suggest that you do these in 50-yard sets, where you do 25-yard of drill and 25-yard of swim. That helps you to be able to do the drill and then maybe follow up with incorporating that into your standard swim. So that way you can create some instant muscle memory. Okay, so let's talk about the zipper drill. What are some of the elements of the zipper drill? Slow turnover is going to be important during this drill. Don't rush the turnover, and the whole key is that you're dragging your thumb alongside the body, so your arms are staying close to the body. This is to set you up for a good recovery in particular. So you complete that part of the swim stroke where you drag the thumb up the side into the armpit, and that forces a high elbow recovery, which is important in good recovery. And the focus on proper hand entry and hand entry and hands on railroad ties, where you think of the hand as being coming straight out from the shoulders. That's at the end of this particular drill. So what does this drill look like? So you can see here in this video, this individual doing a you can see the rotation and then pressure to the leg. So the thumb is dragging up the side, it comes really close to the other thigh, to make sure that you're doing the drill correctly. And you have to have good rotation with that drill, of course. So, okay. So let's talk about the fingertip drill. Slow turnover again. In this particular drill, you're dragging your fingertips along the surface of the water. So it's going to look similar to the zipper drill. Arms remain close to the body. Complete the drag all the way up to the shoulder and maintain a high elbow position. And much like the zipper drill, focus on proper hand entry, hands being on railroad ties, coming straight out from the shoulders. Again, these two drills really set you up well for that element of your swim stroke. So what does this look like?
Finger trail. The finger trail drill slows down your front crawl stroke. Dragging your fingertips through the water promotes a high elbow recovery and helps you achieve a more narrow, efficient stroke. Slow your front crawl stroke down and glide your fingertips close to the edge of your body whilst dragging them across the surface to maintain a high elbow. Feel the shoulder of the lead arm brush close to the chin as it extends forwards to achieve a nicely rotated body position.
Okay. All right. So shoulder tap drill. Again, this shoulder tap drill is going to look similar to the other two drills. And you're slowing down your turnover again. During the recovery, you are touching the shoulder before the entry. And arms remain close to the body. Maintain high elbow position. And once again, focus on the hand entry being as though they were on railroad ties. So they're coming straight out from the shoulder. And so let's take a look at what this drill looks like. And again, you'll see a lot of similarities to this drill, to the zipper drill, and to the fingertip drag drill.
Swim drills are a vital part of every well-crafted swim set. I'm TriDoc coach and resident physiology specialist, Jeff Rains. And this is my good friend, 3-time Olympian, Brendan Hansen. So with me on deck and Brendan in the pool, today we're going to show you the shoulder tap drill. The purpose is to help develop body roll and high elbow recovery. This drill is best done using fins. Begin with normal freestyle stroke. With your right arm extended at the front of the stroke, initiate the over water recovery phase of the stroke with the left arm. When the left hand passes the shoulder, pause briefly and tap the shoulder before piercing the left hand into the water. Some tidbits. Focus on control and good body roll as you tap the shoulder through the recovery stage. Maintain the extended position while the opposite arm and hand enters the water in the front quadrant. This will look like normal freestyle swimming, but with a quick pause to briefly tap the shoulder.
Okay, so just as a reminder, all those drills for beginners can be improved by using fins. So consider that depending on your level of skill as a swimmer. And also, as you notice in those in those drills, that the zipper, fingertip, and shoulder touch drills can be used for multi dimensions of your stroke. And I kind of listed those out here. You can see with with the zipper drill, they all and the fingertip and the shoulder touch, they all help with rotation. They all help with recovery and the entry. Um, they all most drills also help with your kick because you're having to slow down the entire process of your stroke. So you have to have a stronger kick to do the drills correctly. So that's one element I want to remind you of is that the drills can be used for multi points of your stroke. And these drills, you don't necessarily need to do all these three drills to improve recovery and entry. You can focus on maybe just one or two because they all have similar attributes and are all executed very similar. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that presentation and found it very informative. And until next time.